Hey guys, Joshua Baines here. I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about debt and whether that debt is good or whether debt is bad. So, there is quite a lot of different debts you can get and quite a lot of good debt you can get. Now I know when people are younger and growing up, your parents always say to you that debt is bad, don't get into debt, you lose a lot of money if you get into debt. And in some ways they are right. With some debts you can lose a lot of money, and with some debts you will, you'll almost get stuck in those debts, you'll never be able to get out of them. So we're going to be going through debts today and seeing what are good debts and obviously what are bad debts. So we'll start off with bad debts. Bad debts are basically, they're always really high interest, so they're always really hard to get out of because you're paying a lot of money on them. Bad debts are basically for people that don't have enough money to fund their lifestyle. So if you're trying to buy something that you need a debt for, that you need to get into debt for, and it's because of your lifestyle, that's probably going to be a bad debt. So bad debts are sort of things like credit cards. Now credit cards, it's quite easy to accumulate your debt. So if you don't pay your money back on your credit card, you get more money on your credit card, which gets more interest, more money, more interest. And it's just like, it's a bit of a cycle. So credit cards definitely classed as a bad debt, unless what you're paying for on that credit card, you can make sure that you pay it off. Because some people use credit cards just to get the rewards and things like that and boost your credit score. But just as a whole, in general, credit cards are quite bad debt. Another bad debt is cars. So a lot of people buy brand new cars, get into debt for them because they can't afford to pay them outright. When you buy a new car, it pretty much, you can guarantee once you've bought it, the second you take it out of that car garage, it'll drop in value massively. So if you're getting into debt to buy a new car, and you take out a loan for, let's say the car's £20,000, you take a loan out for £20,000, because that's what you're going to buy it for. The minute you drive out of that car garage, your car's probably worth £16,000. So you're already in £4,000 worth of debt just because you bought a new car. So cars, again, they depreciate in value a lot. They are, again, quite a bad debt. Consumer loans, also a bad debt, basically for sort of things you can't afford. They're a bit like credit cards, but it's basically just when you're buying things you can't afford and you need to get a loan for them, that's always going to be a bad debt. They're always high interest, and they're not worth doing. Bad debt is basically people that aren't smart with money, can't afford the lifestyle, so they end up getting loans or credit cards to fund it. So that's a bad debt. So what sort of good debts can we find? There is quite a lot of good debts as well. The main one I think really is property. So property can be a bad debt. If you buy your own house, that's classed as a bad debt. You're then in debt to mortgage brokers and things like that. And that is quite a bad debt. Unless if you get a mortgage on sort of a buy-to-let property or one that you're going to rent out, that is a good debt, because what you're basically doing is you're earning, that debt is increasing your income. So that debt is earning back more than it's costing you. So whereas a bad debt will cost you money and it's not earning you any back, a good debt is earning you back more than it's costing you. So that's basically how it differentiate between the two. Another good debt is business loans. So if you need to get some money together to make your business more profitable, as long as it's going to make you more money than it's costing you, a business loan is a good loan. This one's a bit controversial. Student loans, they're a good debt until you leave university. So when you're learning, a student loan is quite a good debt, because obviously it's bringing you value, and you're learning from it. Whereas once you've finished university, that kind of then becomes a bad debt, because the only way you can really get out of student loans is either pay them back or to die, which, I mean, I'd rather pay it back personally. So it becomes a bad debt once you've left university, because it's no longer bringing you any return, whether that be money, value or knowledge. So that then becomes quite a bad debt. So basically, like I said before, a good debt basically means that it's going to generate income and increase your wealth. So as long as the debt that you're going into, you're going to earn more back than it's costing you, then it's a good debt. If you're getting into debt and it's going to cost you more than it's earning you back, like people go into debt for weddings and holidays and houses and new cars and things like that, they are bad debts because they're losing value, you're not earning any money back from them, so that then becomes a bad debt. So I hope that's cleared that up. Thank you so much for watching. I've really appreciate all the comments, likes, subscribes that I've had so far. If you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button, click the little bell as well, and that'll notify you when I release a new video. So like and comment, let me know what you liked about the video. Let me know about any good debts and bad debts that I haven't mentioned, and just drop them in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day.